With us here in the studio, former Israeli Deputy Foreign Minister Dani Ayalon, and we're also joined by Dr. Eytan Cohen Yanarocak, a Turkey analyst at Tel Aviv University. Thank you both for being here. Hi, let's talk Turkey for a moment. Is Turkey trying to get its foot in the door, so to speak, in Al-Aqsa, like many countries around the Middle East would like to do?
It's not something new. There is a very important rivalry between the Jordanians and the Turks. For instance, I would like to divert your attention to 2015. The president of the Religious Affairs, Directorate of the Religious Affairs of Turkey, Mr. Mehmet Görmez, he was present at the Temple Mount, and he delivered the service of the Qadr night, the Al-Qadr night, and for the Turks it's very much important to be present at the Temple Mount. And in that particular prayer, Mr. Görmez openly told in his khutbah that the Turkish government will always stay with the Palestinian brothers, as he says. And now what they say in Turkey, now Israel is making the change in the status quo by bringing these magnetometers in the Temple Mount, and for that reason they are doing everything. They are doing everything to remove these magnetometers, because from their perspective it's not a case of security. From their perspectives, each magnetometer is an Israeli flag, like Israel is trying to prove its sovereignty on the Temple Mount. So it's very critical, and there is a very serious rivalry, as I said, with the Jordanians. That's why we hear very loud voices from Ankara.
Danny, you've got your own history with Turkey, but let me just ask you, should Israel pull its diplomatic offices out of Turkey before another situation like Jordan develops?
No, not yet. I believe that the Turkish security forces and agencies can do a good job, certainly if they are pre-advised, and I believe that there are special measures that all Israeli diplomats in Turkey do take. But I would like to just add that, Turkey has a chip on its shoulder when it comes to the Temple Mount. We have to remember that the Ottoman Empire, Turkey, ruled and controlled the Temple Mount for 400 years. They were kicked out in 1917 by the British. And since then, of course, the Ottoman Empire just dissolved. And since Erdogan took office, or went into power 2002, it seems like he's trying to relive the glorious, quote-unquote, days of the Ottoman Empire. Sometimes he does it on expense of Israel and Israeli interests, and this is why we have every so often the diplomatic clashes between Israel and Turkey.
Do you think Turkey's involvement in this case will make a difference?
Only to the worst. We have to remember that Turkey is not just in diplomatic clash against Israel, but also with the other Sunni Arab countries, whether it's Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Jordan, not only on the Temple Mount, but also on the issue of Islamic Brotherhood, the Muslim Brotherhoods and the Hamas. Turkey and Qatar are the main supporters of Muslim Brotherhood and Hamas against the interest of all the other countries in the region. So certainly, just as Israel would like to keep them out, also these other Arab countries would like to keep them out.
Gentlemen, stay with us. A lot more to talk about. And as we've mentioned, a lot of different meetings happening as we speak, trying to bring this crisis to an end. In Jordan, Nadav Argaman, the head of Israel's Internal Security Service, is there trying to work out a solution over that security guard they won't let go. Jason Greenblatt, Trump's Mideast envoy, is in Jerusalem having meetings with David Friedman and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. A lot of diplomatic attempts to bring this crisis to an end. Will it work? We'll try to answer that. Don't go anywhere.